I'm LaRie.
And I'm Nick B.
Listen, we're just two single girls from the city of Roses discussing all things love, lust, and perception.
And roses are a symbol of all things beautiful about love.
But as you know, love can get a little dirty, so we're here to talk about it.
Dirty Roses Podcast starts now.
Hey, I'm LaRie.
And I'm Nick B.
And welcome to Dirty Roses Podcast. Guess what we doing today? We gonna do the Black Mannequin Challenge. Pause. And go. Got it. That's so old. You know, it's okay. We know.
But Black Mannequin, that was fun to do.
That was the mannequin challenge was fun. And we got Black Mannequin himself in the building. Okay, now
right
we normally start with a story, but this man needs no story. I mean, I've been popping up with this man at events like he's been everywhere. And I literally, my friends and I call you the pop-up king because we had our events at Rose City Taps, at Rose City Taps, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to pop up." And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, pop up." And I thought you was gonna just come, like pop up and show up. And I was like, "Yeah, come support." This man done came up with his car, popped the trunk, literally popped the trunk, and then he had the table, he had the mannequins, he had the racks, he had everything.
It was so cool.
It was like a whole little store in the trunk. Yep. And I mean, when I tell you, like hustle mode on 55,000.
He elevated our event though.
You did high key though. It was like because
I
you
loved
were there.
having
It was
there.
like, oh, we had a real official something because we was just gonna be there. And then we were like, oh, we got a store. We got a whole store. But no, he's been doing this for a minute. Barber. Clothing line. I feel like you was a rapper at one point. You just give me rapper vibes. You know what I'm saying? Playboy extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? The ladies love him. You know what I'm saying? Motivational speaker, youth mentor, all the things. Community advocate on his own right. You know what I'm saying? Everything he does. We got Bryan Black Mannequin Walden. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
How are you
Happy
doing? Yes. Okay. Well, you are what we know you for really is like your business, your clothing line, all the things that you got, but you yourself got your own story because we've been talking about it kind of before we started the cameras rolling. So tell us a little bit about yourself and like how you got here.
Yeah. How
he's like, that's a long ass story. You see his eyes go up.
Right. He's like, what time we got?
How I got here, what? Like
just tell us like, so Bryan Walden, where did you start out? Like, how did you get the inspiration to come to be who you are today?
Oh, okay. Man, it started a long time ago.
Once upon a time.
Man, I started hustling at a young age, and I was hustling illegally for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I started hustling probably like 17, 18 years old, and so after years of hustling and stress and drama, everything that comes with hustling illegally, I decided that I wanted to make a change, and I have a son. My son started to get older. You know what I'm saying? So he was understanding what was going on, and I wanted to be a different man for my son. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter as well, but she came later. But
Your twin.
yeah, right now. So I started Black Mannequin in 2017. Started off with some T-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats. For those that don't know, my clothing line, streetwear brand, Black Mannequin. And I just kind of started it off, just kind of seeing where it would go. I got the design made, and I really liked it, and I thought I could do something with it. I never sold clothes before.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a trial and error, you know what I mean? I was looking for ways that I could hustle, but then, make it out the street and do it legally.
Gotcha.
So Black Mannequin was my route, and, took off from the gate, got a lot of love. I feel like I've always been respected for my style by my friends and my peers. And so I just basically, I was like, I'm going to take my popularity and turn it into profit. So I started with Black Mannequin. I started with my Instagram name, started with the shirts, took off. And then, I just learned on the way.
What was the inspiration for the name? Like, how did you land on the name Black Mannequin?
Every nickname I have, I got from my friends, like B-Wall. They called me that in high school, which is short for Bryan Walden. So I think it was like 2016. No, maybe 2015. I was at a day party with my friends, and they was at my house. We was all in the basement. Everybody was dressed, and I changed like 7 or 8 times.
For a basement party?
No, we was going to a day party.
Oh, going to a day
matter
party.
of fact, I think we was going to a day party at White Owl. So,
goodness.
so I have like 4 or 5 of my partners. They was in the basement watching my big screen, and so they was all dressed. So every time I came out, I'm like, "Is this outfit cool?" I changed like from head to toe, like hat, socks, shoes, shorts, everything.
I know your bedroom was tore up.
Yeah. It's clothes all over the place. Yeah. So every time I came out, my friends are like, "Oh yeah, that fit is fire," and I'm like, "No, I'm not feeling it."
Not this one.
Yeah. So
Let me see what I got in the bag.
yeah. So after like the 7th or 8th time I came out, I can't remember who said it, but one of my friends was like, "Bro, you like a black mannequin." And so then we all laughed, and everybody laughed, and then somebody was like, "Wait a minute, black mannequin?" And it was like, "Man, that's a fire ass name,
Right,
black mannequin. I like that,
right.
you know what I'm saying?" And so it's like, "Man, you should start calling yourself Black Mannequin." And so I changed my name right there from on IG. I was VIP B-Wall.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
I like that.
Right.
Yeah, so
Let the Rolly tell it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I changed my name that day to Black Mannequin, and then over the next couple of years, I'll be out in the streets. You know, people don't know your name, and they be like, "Black Mannequin." So
Right.
my friends continuously hearing that from girls and guys, and they're like, "Bro, you need to brand that." So that's basically how it started.
Okay.
So in my head, I had a completely different explanation for
Oh Lord, here we go. She's about to make up a story.
for your brand. I was like, yeah, Black Mannequin, because it's an example of the strong black man. It's the prototype, the mannequin, the what we want to be and aspire to be. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Hey,
but you know, your story
agree.
works.
He's like, I'm gonna rock
But
with
if
that.
you like yours, whatever. No way.
Yeah. Some people be like, "Black man, I can." Ooh, I like
Ooh.
that. So you know, I mean, yeah, you know,
No, in my head,
whatever you want it to personally mean. Overall,
as long as it's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Overall, I wouldn't even just say it's black excellence. I would just say it's excellence.
Excellent.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it.
And me
And
being
it's a
black,
strong logo. It's
It really
strong.
is.
I like this.
So the V part of the logo,
that's the upside down A.
because I'm basic as hell, and I was like, this means something. We're
Yeah.
over here
upside
creating-
down A.
Yeah,
in the black. So
it's
the
a V. So if you flip the V around, then it's
it's
an
an
A.
upside down A.
Oh,
I like
Yeah.
oh, I understand.
Yeah.
We are so slow. We are. I love it though. So I've noticed recently that you have been doing a lot more with the Black Mannequin brand. You've got Black Mannequin Fitness or
Yeah.
Fit. You've got
what's
Black
that about?
Mannequin. You've got the sea moss gel that you've
Yeah.
been pimping and hustling
Ooh,
now. I
are you
mean,
making
like,
your own sea moss?
killing it.
Yeah,
and it's like
me
it's a
too.
really pretty color too. It's like a purple color.
Yeah.
You use the purple moss.
I did that because like most people they see moss as like the like tan color. And when I was thinking about branding, I'm like, I'm Black Mannequin, so I want mine to look different,
Yeah.
but then purple is closer to black.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when they see it, they're like, Black Mannequin, Black Moss.
Right.
Black Mannequin Moss, yeah.
That's what's up. So
Do you
what?
flavor yours?
Yeah, I do. Now I do. I have the flavor kind of the last 2 weeks opposed to the regular 4 weeks. But yeah, I do a strawberry and blueberry flavor.
Okay.
So I don't make as much, but I always make sure I have a couple jars of the
Yeah.
flavor. You know what I'm saying? The women like the flavor, so.
Yeah, see, I haven't started mixing flavors in mine yet, just because I'm like, I don't know how to keep the shelf life longer when
Yeah.
I start adding the flavor. So
okay.
I usually just go with
Yeah,
that.
I'm so trash at routines. I tried to get some sea moss gel one time from somebody, and it went bad because I didn't do
Yeah.
my daily routine.
Don't buy it if you can make it, for real, because you just never know what's going to be in it, and then it defeats the purpose.
Oh, yeah,
Well, unless you're getting it from me.
right.
Well,
Like
there we go.
So I'll buy it from him, and I'll be good. I'm gonna get some flavor ones too, so then I want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you're right. Because I see him selling it on IG and stuff all the time, and I'm
It's
like,
all kinds of
no,
stuff.
no.
I'm like,
I
oh,
bought
like,
some from
I
a person I
don't know.
knew, but
yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
yeah.
So what were your inspirations growing up that led you to kind of want to be an entrepreneur?
When I was younger, I didn't really want to be an entrepreneur. But what I know now, what I didn't know back then is, I don't know if y'all know, but my cousin Willie Harris,
Okay.
he owned Sportsman's Barbershop on North Williams. He owned House of Sound. He owned the beauty salon. He owned the corner store.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
He owned everything.
And he had his barbershop right there on the corner, Sportsman's, of Williams. I think is that Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, right there in the corner. And he did that. Matter of fact, Willie, he died pretty young, but that was my cousin, my family. He used to cut my hair when I was younger, and he started off as a barber.
Okay.
And then he ended up he owned like when he passed, he owned like 35 houses. all in the Portland community. And on top of that, he left both of his kids $4.2 million apiece.
Stop.
Yo.
Yeah.
So do you like want to adopt anybody into your family
know what
at this
I'm
point?
saying?
Because
I mean,
I'd
he's-
like to be a beneficiary of whatever you got going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's smart.
Yeah, he was definitely my inspiration to. Once I started being a barber, I always looked at him and I thought I could always be more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he did more.
Yeah.
That was his
Right.
profession, but he was just a hustler. He just, he was really good with his money and knew what he was doing. So, that's definitely my number one motivation. Willie
Okay.
Harris, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin Mark Harris, that's his pops. The other one I would say, anybody who knows me, they know, man. Like I got my hustle from my big homie, man. I'm gonna just say Magoo. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say his government name, but big bro, you know. I got my hustle from my big brother Magoo, and he taught me the rules to the game. He taught me to be precise, to be careful, to be safe, he just basically taught me all the rules to hustling. Hustle hard, but make sure you know the rules
Right.
and abide by them.
Right. And that kind of translates into entrepreneurship anyways. Like, you see a lot of OGs and folks that go into
I'm just
legitimate.
saying transferable skills.
It
Yeah.
really is, and
Yeah.
and they're very successful because it's a people skill. Like, it really is. Like, you have to have a certain je ne sais quoi to your personality
Yeah.
to make it work. And I see that work for a lot of people. Barbering. How did you want to be a barber, or like what did you want to be?
Yeah. I've been cutting hair since.
Okay.
When I was a senior in high school, my dad came in my room one day and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not paying for your haircuts no more."
You
I'm
gotta
like,
figure it out.
Yeah, because I like to stay fresh. I said, "Oh my God," and so nah, for
Yeah,
real.
the blow.
But and I'm saying back then I didn't have a job, but my dad, you know what I'm saying, he was paying for my haircuts. I think I was 17 at the time, so I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, he giving me $20 a week like for lunch, so I'm like, that's not even enough for a haircut.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I gotta figure it out. So I just went to Fred Meyer's on 102nd Gateway and bought some clippers, and then I just learned how to cut my hair. It probably took me I was cutting my hair every 3 days.
Oh shit.
Just to, you know what I'm saying, like it'd grow back, I start cutting it again.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it probably took me about to cut my hair good. It probably took me about maybe like 60 to 90 days.
Okay, to figure it out, and get a good routine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many actual businesses are you running right now?
Let's see, Black Mannequin Clothing, Black Mannequin Mall, CMOS Jail, Mannequin Cuts, Barber, for my barber, and so I guess just 3.
How do you find time for your personal life amongst your business? Because that's a schedule. You're
Right.
busy.
Yeah, it is. But like I don't work a 9 to 5, so you know what I'm saying. When I wake up, I have a lot of freedom, and that's why I hustle. You know what I'm saying, for the freedom. People always be like, that's all you do, sell clothes? I'm like, yeah, and then I cut hair too, and then I sell CMOS. And they're like, oh, okay, well that's I'm like, yeah, I'm making money every day from all 3 of those things.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying.
That's kind of offensive though. Like, high key, like that's all you do is sell clothes. Like,
Well, no, but it's hard for people to believe.
Yeah.
They're like, damn,
That
that's all you do is sell clothes, and like you
that
live how you
fund
live.
your lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I sell these clothes just like I sold what I sold illegally. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
For real.
obviously, because you
Pop
done
up
popped
on
out the
you.
truck, and you're like, wait a minute, here we go.
See what I got in the bank.
Yeah, it was hella funny one time. I met this dude, and I had never met him before, right? And so he bought some clothes for me. I think I met him. It was like 7-Eleven or somewhere, right?
Oh shit.
And so he got in the car, and he said, "Hey man, I ain't trying to get in your business, but you used to sell drugs before?"
Oh my God.
And so look, so you already know. I'm like,
yes, I did.
I'm looking at him. I'm like, I didn't even answer.
Right,
I just kind of laughed, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, I can tell because I be watching you." He's like, "Bro, you'll meet somebody at the Safeway, you'll meet somebody at the grandma's house, like you just don't care, bro. Like you meet somebody behind the, you know what I'm saying?
Behind the building by the trash can.
Yeah,
Any place is a place to make a deal,
clothes
right?
over here, you know what I'm saying?
Like that's it just seemed like drug dealer vibes to me. He's like, I ain't trying you. I did used to, but yeah, I don't no longer.
It's all
so.
legitimate here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So speaking of balancing, so how do you balance relationships because you are quite the bachelor of Portland. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say that you're a bachelor because we don't know if you're dating nobody, but perceive, like a lot of the men that are out there and in public view, women want you. So how do you balance that?
I do have a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have a girl. In the experience I've learned, I like to keep I like to keep that private because it turns into disaster. Balance. Yeah. I feel like
what's that?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. My girl, she allows me and understands that. She understands my purpose, and when we got together, I told her, what I'm saying, there's a few things that I'm not doing no more. You know what I mean? And I'm not publicly showing my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I told her on top of that, like a lot of people know me and everywhere I go, and so it's just. I don't. They can know about the brand and that type of thing, but I don't really want them knowing about my personal life. In the past, I've showed my personal life, and it turns into disaster every time. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like when it comes to that, it's just better to keep it private. My girl, she lives with me. You know what I'm saying? And I do what I do, and she allows me to do what I do, and she understands who I am, and she supports me fully because she sees me every day and she sees how she sees how I rock. Like, I'm up in the morning, I'm eating healthy, I'm drinking water, I'm hitting the gym, I'm cutting hair. What I'm saying? And so it's there's a lot of pros that come with me as a man. I'm just saying that's probably why the other women feel the way they feel. But I definitely have way more pros than I have cons. Okay. But I don't really know if I do have a balance. I really,
gotcha. No, that makes sense.
What I would say is I'm not like I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Right.
I would say right now in my life, if you are my girl, you're gonna have to take a back seat to what I got going on. Period. Because I'm not where I want to be, and in relationships for a man, if you're not where, like me personally, if I'm not where I want to be, it's gonna be disaster.
Right.
I need to. Right. If you want us both to be happy, then I need to. You know what I'm saying? I need to reach my goals.
So, while I think it is super smart to keep your relationship private, having that piece that's not a part of the public, because then you have too many people's opinions and thoughts weighing in on something that's none of their business. But is there ever any problems with, because you're perceived as single, that you're getting hit on or people sliding in your DMs? And is there ever any kind of like, yo, you need to set that girl straight that comes about because they think you're single and you're really not?
Yeah, my girl, she be tripping every once in a while. But the thing is that, like, the reality of it is I'll be like, I'm like, you don't want me to tell you everything. You don't want me to tell you, like, because you would, you don't want me to be showing you, like, you be stressed out for real.
You don't need full honesty.
Nah, and she's like, no, I don't want to know. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so.
As long as it's being handled.
Yeah. So I'm like, I come home every night. I do what I'm supposed to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really run into that because I'm just not out here wilding.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm at home every day. And then on top of that, and me personally, at the point I am right now, like, if I have any free time, I'm spending it with my kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up my daughter. If I got an hour on my day, I'm taking her to the park because that's my favorite girl. You know what I mean? I mean.
I love that. We've talked to other entrepreneurs where it's been a little harder to balance family and their profession. Yeah. And so, what do you prioritize? Do you prioritize your career over family, or family over career, or are they equal?
I would say family first, for sure, because anything that has to do with my daughter or my son, I don't care. I'm dropping Black Mannequin, gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm their everything. I'm their father, so you know what I'm saying. I take my role as a father very seriously. So I would say family first, then my business for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer that, like, if there were to be a choice, like a partner who has her own aspirations and things that are going on that she's focused and working on while you do you, or do you prefer somebody who is, like, able to kind of support you in what you're doing and help you see your vision through?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, right now, like, my girl works from home, so I got a different situation than I've ever had. And my situation right now, I've never lived with a woman besides my mom. Ever. You know what I'm saying?
Was that hard at first, the adjustment?
Man, oh my God. Yeah, I'm still stressed out sometimes.
Really? Because see, I mean, I've had roommates, of course, that are women, but I've also had a roommate that's a guy. I'd prefer to live with a guy over living with another girl. So,
but it's different when it's platonic,
right? But still, it's like, is it more comfortable rooming with a guy? It seems like
I've lived with my homies, and I've never had no problems. We good.
Right.
We don't fight, beef. I know them, they know me. We both dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But
everybody's boxes all over the place, just not putting shit away. Okay.
Yeah. So wait, what was the question again?
Do you prefer a woman that is doing her own thing and have her own aspirations, or working to help you towards your goals and visions?
Well, here's the thing with me, like, I be so focused on doing what I'm doing, like. Sometimes I need a break. Like, I want to miss you. Like, I would appreciate as a woman if you had your own thing going.
Gotcha.
I would, because a lot of times I'm so busy and moving so fast, I don't really have time to worry about how you're feeling. Like, not you know,
not that you
purposely.
don't care.
Yeah.
But
like I gotta go. And then like sometimes my girl's
yeah.
like, oh well, I wanted to do, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like I gotta go get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so and that's how I'm gonna be forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is there a retirement plan for you? Is there a point where you're ready to be like, I don't want to, I've met my limit on what I want to earn, and I've got my earnings and my savings, and I no longer have to have these companies, so I can just retire? Or do you plan to work forever?
If I retire, I'm going to do like my dad. Like, I'm just going to go around helping as many kids and people that I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to spend my time helping whoever the less fortunate, or who, you know what I'm saying, whoever needs it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be my retirement plan. Even though I'm not making money, I want to make sure I'm making a difference.
Yeah.
And so speaking of that, you mentioned to us off camera how you do speaking engagements for underprivileged youth or kids in trouble.
Incarcerated.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
Shout out Mikey Vegas, you know what I'm saying, and Chris Lambert, my guys. They put me in the game. I've been to McLaren Youth Facility 3 times, 2 for job fairs, 1 for cutting hair. And that's just Mikey just reaching out to me. Mikey Vegas that's my guy, man. It's real stand-up, solid.
Shout out.
He didn't put me in position to win in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And Mikey younger than me. That's my guy, though. But yeah, he didn't put me in position to win. And so, you know, me and Mikey, we got a tight bond. And from anything he's doing everything right now. Gotcha. And so anything that he asks me, him and Naughty, I make sure I'm there for. You know what I'm saying? Because I love what they're doing, and I love to be a part of it. And I feel like it's my duty to pour back into the community that show me love.
So I've been to a few career fairs, but I've only been to them
outside of jail.
Yeah, outside of jail. What's a career fair like inside? Is it still just vendors and? Basically, like vendors, and then like for instance, yesterday we talked to 160 kids, but because they're kids and they got to bring them in like each unit by themselves. They can't be, because it could really turn into a problem. Walk around.
Yeah, because it could turn into a problem. So it's just they bring probably, I'd say like maybe like 12 to 15 kids in at a time.
Okay.
And then we set up in the gym area, and then like each table had, you know, some tables had, like, we're talking about construction and roofing, and then we were talking about entrepreneurship, and then there was, you know what I'm saying, there was a dude in there, a welder, and so just different things.
And so these are jobs that they can get once they're released. And everything. Okay.
Are any of the folks that come people that would hire someone even if they have a record? So, because a lot of times I find that when you come out of jail, the only opportunities you have is like manual labor or becoming an entrepreneur. But I also know that there's companies that have programs where they hire people with a background. There's like a kickback of some sort for hiring someone who's been incarcerated. So do they get the opportunity to speak with those companies too, or is it all kind of the labor industry?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not sure 100%, but I know, like, with us for entrepreneurship, like, it was me, it was Lil Edward, and it was my guy who's a Nike lawyer. Okay. He was there, and then another guy who's just he just helps people build their businesses, whatever it may be.
Okay.
So that's what was at our table. And there was a lot of different groups. I didn't see all of them, but I would assume some for like probably half and half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I love the opportunities.
Yeah, that's dope. So with all the businesses that you have and all the ventures that you've got going on, I assume that you have people that you work closely with. Do you tend to work kind of in partnership with people that are your friends, or do you have just business associates that you trust?
I say both. Like I got some day ones like Sam and Kendall. Them is my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we locked in regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie. Like lately, I've been trying to more so venture out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've solidified the people who I know and like my group.
Right.
So I just been trying to venture out and do different things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was in Klamath Falls last month. You know what I'm saying? Doing a pop up for a tattoo shop, and it went well. So. Yeah, man. Just, I mean, you know, staying in touch with my people who I've been rocking with, but then trying to venture out and just
what are the
reach
pros
new.
and cons of like working with friends?
Oh yeah. Because I always heard don't work with your homies.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. If you're working with a friend and y'all are both taking responsibility for your own thing, then it's never a problem. When you're working with a friend and you might need them to do something for you, or you might need them to do something for you, or they might need something you do something for you, or vice versa. It's like that's when it gets a little sticky, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. What I've learned is, because a lot of people that I work with I consider as my friends too, but what I've learned is, I feel like I treat the people that I work with like my customers, and I have good customer service. So, for instance, like, you know, if I hit somebody and I need them to do something for me, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, hey, bro, can you do this? I'm going to be like, good morning, my guy. Like, I hope.
Greetings first.
Yeah, good morning. Hope all is well.
Yeah,
you know, I like to test temperature, see how you feeling today.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? And so,
Into it, yeah.
I'm just, I'm big on respect, and and I just try to give it the respect first, you know what I'm saying? And just so, I mean, I run into problems every once in a while, but, you know, like, my business is a well-oiled machine, and so if you aren't working properly, if you're not a part of that well-oiled machine, I have no problem with letting you go. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good, and I can let you go, and we can still be friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Usually when I let people go and I still want to be friends, they don't want to be.
I was going to ask, have you actually ever lost any friends over business, gone wrong?
You know what? You know what the crazy thing is yeah, because here's the thing. For some reason, when I was just B-Wall, the hustler, like nobody really cared like what I was doing, or they didn't care about my opinions. Now all of a sudden, now that I'm Black Mannequin, like people are, they're offended. Like, for real.
Listen.
Like, I could say the same thing I would have said before I was Black Mannequin, and we would have laughed about it. But now that I guess I got
like
a status,
a public figure now.
So now, like, it's stuff that people be offended, and sometimes I'm like, how are you offended by that? Like,
because they're not growing with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously in rebranding yourself, it was a growth also. Yeah. And it sounds like they didn't grow with you. They're kind of stuck.
Is there oh damn, I had a question. I totally forgot it now. Lord have mercy. Do you find that people try to enter into your circle and into your aura because of what you have to offer or the status that you have?
The takers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that?
I just don't trust nobody.
Shit.
It's simple. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you got to trust to do business, there still has to be trust. And so how do you weed out the people that are approaching you seeming like business, but it's really more self-serving than it is about elevation?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. To be completely honest, like, the bigger the brand gets, the more I stay by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, does that get lonely?
When you level up, you know, it's crazy because when you level up in life, like a lot of times, when you get to that next level, you be looking around and you don't see nobody.
Yeah. It's that pyramid. You at the top by
You know
yourself.
what I mean? And so it gets hard for me to, like, talk to people about my problems because I feel like they don't really understand. Or they're gonna judge me and be like, "Oh, he trying to swag on me," when I'm really not. I'm just talking.
Right? They'd be like first world problems, but you'd be like, "No, these are real. This is real shit. This is my life."
Yeah. So yeah, I be by myself. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, right now in my life, I'm in a major growth stage. And if you're not growing with me, I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. You know, friends, family, whatever. And so, and that's really how it is because, you know, like, my growth is very important to me. And so it's like, I just, I've been spending more time with myself and with the people who I really love, which is my kids I love the most. So, you know what I'm saying? More than any woman, whatever, you know, so I can say that. Like, I love my kids to death. And so I would just say, man, spending more time with them and just good people who have positive energy.
How old are your kids, by the way?
My son has just turned 18 in November. My daughter's 3.
3, okay. Yeah.
And your son plays ball, right?
Yeah.
I've been seeing the videos. I'm like, it's like Portland is so small because I swear everybody who's like out and about and doing stuff and seeing, everybody's kids play basketball too. And I'd be like, oh, I be seeing you. I see your parents out and about, and then I see you at the games with my kids.
So, knowing that your kind of early start to how you got into your entrepreneurship was in hustling the non-legal way. I'm going somewhere with this first question, this first half of it. Were your parents kind of in the hustle? Like, were they doing 9 to 5s? Were they they around?
Not at all. Neither one of my parents is hustlers at all. But they're both. Let's get into my parents. But you know, when people meet my parents and they know them, then it all makes sense to them why I'm the person that I am. It all makes sense. But my mom has a master's degree. She worked for Freightliner for years. My mom is super independent. She cuts her grass. I done seen my mom changing her oil before. I'm like, what the hell?
That car, Mom.
Nah, for real. My mom is like, I don't know no women like her.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
Like, she's just one of those type where she like, she'll ask you to do something. If she even hear your breath a little bit, she's like, I'll do it myself. So my mom is super, super smart, super independent. And then my dad is the exact same. He don't got a master's degree. My dad got a financing degree from PSU. They both went to school. And my dad, he owns numerous properties. And so, you know, when people say they come from Black excellence, I really come from Black excellence. Like,
so where I was going with the first half of this question was knowing that you had, you know, positive role models raising you, but yet you still kind of turned a different leaf, probably than what they had hoped you would be doing. Now that you're on the other side of that, you're successful, you're an entrepreneur, and you are very involved with your kids. What have you done to make sure that maybe they don't do the mistakes or different things that you did in your past?
I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm just way more active. I'm even with my son, like, as he got older, I've just been way more active because him and my baby mom, like, when my son was first born, it was drama for like 8 years.
Oh wow.
So and I was mad for 8 years.
Oh.
So after he turned 9, I got over it.
Damn.
But
That's the magic number right there.
That's your mom for 8 whole years.
But just really being present. Like, I didn't want to tell my son too much because I didn't want him to think I was glorifying what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so now that he turned 18, we have a lot of conversations. I tell him about what I used to do, and I also let him know that I'm proud of him because I'm like, bro, you're way farther than I was. Like, when I was the age you are, when I was your age, this is what I was doing.
Yeah.
And my son is about to go to Prairie View A&M, HBCU, starting in fall. So,
It's okay, the HBCU.
Right. Love it.
So I'm like, bro, I was selling drugs. You're going to college. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I make sure that, you know, as a man, I teach my son what he needs to know, but I make sure that he's confident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I make sure that I'm congratulating everything positive that he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's active in his church. I tell him, make sure you keep doing that. I would probably say, like, I'm a cheerleader for him for everything he does positive. And I praise him for it, and I salute him, and I make sure that he knows. You know what I'm saying? And
So
I
that
make
positive reinforcement.
And I make sure to let him know, keep going, because my dad and my granddaddy, even though I steered off, they still rocked with me, and they made sure that they told me what to do, but they could remain positive influences in my life. And I feel like that's why I shifted back to, you know what I mean? So he's going to go through things. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My daughter more so, she's a girl, so I'm just around her all the time.
Yeah.
And she always say, I'm beautiful, Daddy. I say, but it's more important to be smart. I always tell her that. I'm like, you know, you are beautiful, but but it's more important to be smart.
Yeah.
I say, you say, so you smart and beautiful.
Yes.
Make sure you say that first. So,
Sweet.
I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to be everything, you know what I'm saying, positive for them as I can. And not only tell them, but just like my parents did, walk, be the example.
Be the example.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you feel like your children may follow in your footsteps as far as entrepreneurship, or do they have like their own paths that they're?
My son, I got to teach him how to hustle. He's
He's not about that.
I mean, you got to think that's D-Wall, like that's Black Mannequin's son. So he ain't really had to hustle. He pretty much done got whatever he wanted.
Does he know what he wants to go to school for?
Yeah, civil engineering.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's had a cumulative GPA like a 3.9.
Oh wow.
He graduates in May from Evergreen High School. Super proud of that guy, man. And he started going to church on his own. He's an usher.
Okay.
The stuff that he's doing is just I tell him I'm just super proud of him. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even imagine that he'd grow up to be the person that he is. And so I told him the other day. I said when you go outside and everywhere you go, people are like, you Black Mannequin son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
because your kids look just like you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
I said when you go outside and people say you Black Mannequin son, and all the praise that they give me, they tell you, oh, your dad is this and that. Yeah. I say, bro, that's exactly how I feel about you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So never forget that. Like I'm a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
is he able to play ball when he goes to school, or is
that? He got my son. He had a bulging disc, so he got to have surgery. Even have a laser surgery next month. It's nothing. He'll be all right.
Okay.
But it was coming. It was turning into a pinched nerve, so he had to miss like the last few games of the season. But when he go to the HBCU, he's talking about walking on down there. So I mean, after he gets the surgery, he'll be back. But his senior year was kind of tough because he was dealing with that.
Yeah,
that sucks. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be able to walk on. Especially he got the skills. I walked on when I played softball. So I then walked right back off, but I walked on and then decided I wanted to go get a job. So I was like, well, this conflicts with my making money, so I'm gonna walk off.
Oh my god!
Because I wasn't getting no scholarship as a walk on.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I had to go make my money.
I walked on to class, and that was about it. I wasn't playing no sports.
Him, he wanted to play basketball in college if he could, but we was more so focused on academics.
Yeah.
And I told him a long time ago, I told him his sophomore year, I said, look, bro, you can be two dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you one that we've seen 1,000 times. The dude who had all the skill and talent, but his grades were horrible, so he never went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I said,
facts.
I can name 100 dudes that did that. I said, you don't be the next one.
Right.
Be the one who made it. You know
Plus, then you got those athletes that never learn how to manage their money.
Yeah, right. Too.
And so they acquire a lot, but then they lose it quickly because they don't know how to invest or they trust it with the wrong people.
Then they move back to their hometowns and just don't do nothing.
Right.
Yeah. And I've told my son, what's your backup plan? Like, what's your plan? Like, in case you don't go to the NBA, or in case you don't go to international, or even if you do, what are you going to do afterwards? Like, what is the plan? Because you have to have something.
Yeah.
And so, he's been inquiring about journalism, and he likes to debate with me, so he wants to look into being a lawyer. And I'm like, you know what? Do all the stuff. All the stuff.
All of it.
I love it.
And I play basketball, too.
And that part. Like, how are we going to get this scholarship? We're going to get it. But he's academic and all the things, too, so I have appreciation for that. I want to go into something that we did at the pop-up event.
Okay.
He's like, oh God. So we did some little pop-up interviews at the pop-up event, and you were one of our lucky individuals to get interviewed, and you told us this hilarious story that I would love to revisit because it was, I swear, everybody's mouth dropped, and we were like, what? So we asked you what the craziest thing you had ever done for love was, and you said,
what's this story? I want the whole context of the story.
Yes.
Man.
He's like, I said all this positive stuff.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say her name now. I'm not gonna say her name.
Yeah. Okay.
But this was this is when I lived on Skidmore and Borthwick. You know what I'm saying? On the same block that my grandparents grew up on. I had a girlfriend, and we was arguing one day and one night. And this is back when I was drinking Henny. This is why I stopped drinking Henny.
See, this is why you can't drink.
Yeah, so I stopped drinking Henny. So we was arguing, and I can't remember exactly, but all I know is we was arguing, and I was talking. She was with her friend, and I had her car. And her car was in front of my house. I don't even know why I had her car because I had my own car. So I had her car. Excuse me. I had her car, and she was out with her friend, and I'm like, and we was arguing about something. And I just went berserk. And she was like, she said, she was on the phone. She was at the club still.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's how you feel? And so, like, I put the phone on speaker, and then I picked up a cinder block, and I threw the cinder block through her driver's side window. And then she was like, "What's that?" I was like, "A brick going through your window." And then I'm like, "Oh, you think I'm done?" So I just sat the phone down.
I'm not done, but you gonna hear it all.
Yeah,
Keep you
I
on
sat the phone
speaker.
down. I reached through the window that was broken with glass. I pulled the cinder block out, threw it through the back, and I threw it through every window.
The same one?
Yeah.
Catch and retrieve. Catch and retrieve.
I threw the cinder block through every window, and so she had a 4-door convertible, and you know what the crazy thing is? I threw the cinder blocks through the window, right? Her friend, she wouldn't even come. I was super mad, so she wouldn't even come to my house that night. She was like, "No, I'm staying with my friend. You were wilding." And so anyway, make a long story short, I ended up having to pay for all the windows.
Well, yeah, you broke them all.
No, I know, but
Because
He
y'all
was
still
like-
together. I got
In
you.
his mind, he was like, the insurance can take care of this, but no, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead
I
and do
was
it.
like, man.
How long did y'all stay together after this incident?
Shoot, me and her was together for like 4 or 5 years.
Yo.
She was like a level of crazy because I would have been like, it's a wrap. We're done.
This is in my 20s too, so you know, in your 20s,
right.
you're wild.
Jeez. Toxic was cool
Oh,
back then.
No, for real. Yeah, I was in my 20s.
That's
I
how I
was,
show you I love you. Just
Right.
tear down your car and then pay for it.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie. At that time in my life, I was at my height of hustling, and so like I really had
was
no respect
nothing.
for nothing. Like I
Yeah.
was making 20,000 a month. I didn't care about nothing.
Right.
my
It's
God.
nothing to
Yeah.
replace
It's
these little
nothing.
windows.
You want
No,
to
no,
10 on
no,
this
no,
one?
and that's what I'm saying. And I think when I paid for the windows, I just gave her a big nod. I was like, "Here."
Little punk ass windows. They didn't even have tints. We'll fix that. this
Right.
time.
I was helping
Yeah,
you out.
I was wild. Oh, but dude, this is the funniest part of the story that I didn't tell you.
Oh, God.
So the next day after that happened, right?
Uh-huh.
I was out on my porch doing something, and my granddaddy was across the street on the porch, right? And so my granddaddy was like, "Hey, Javon," because that's my middle name.
Oh, shoot.
He said, "Hey, Javon, come over here, man. I want to talk to you." So I'm like, I'm not even thinking in my mind. I'm not even thinking because literally I did that right across the street from my grandparents. But it's like
man,
3 in
you
the
saw the
morning, so I'm like,
whole
they
thing.
sleep.
Nobody.
They're-
Right.
So-
No one hears
so-
these crash sounds.
Yeah, so I come over, and my granddaddy is him and my dad are two of the most men that I have the most respect for in my life. And so my granddaddy, so I came over and we came in the house and he's like, "Man, take a seat." And when he said that, I was like, "Oh, here we go." So I'm like, in my mind, like, "Oh, obviously he know what's up." So he like, "Take a seat." So I sit down and he like, "Hey, I'm not even gonna try to get in your business, but I just want to tell you this, you know." He's like, "I just want to relay this message." Because my granddaddy, he's super calm, always. Even when he's angry, like he's just a calm man. He's like, "Us Walden men, we don't destroy other people's property."
That's not what we do.
Say in other words, don't embarrass us
Right.
ever again in
Hey,
life.
look, but my granddaddy is so real. Like he actually knows more about me than anybody. But he's very good at keeping a secret.
Gotcha.
But yeah, my granddaddy was like, yeah, and of course he didn't say nothing to nobody about it. But when I thought about it after I left, I was like, damn. I was thinking, was my granddaddy sitting in the window watching me do this?
Neighborhood watch. The whole thing.
Because here's the thing: when you drinking your head, like I'm not
You don't
thinking
think
that,
about
bro.
nothing.
You're throwing a cinder block through a window on a residential block.
4 times.
Yeah,
Like you're retrieving it, you're reaching in and grabbing it.
yeah.
Out. Still
surprised,
good.
I'm surprised didn't nobody call the police.
Yo.
But I mean, that's the block
Yo.
my granddaddy, we grew up on. So, I mean, if anybody did look out the window and see that, probably, "Oh, that's Willie and Colonel's grandson." Just let him be.
Just let him be.
He'll be all right.
Were you like the wild child that everybody knew was the wild child, or did
for
you?
sure.
Oh, okay.
I was the black sheep for about 15 years.
Oh, man.
I came back home, though, prodigal son. It was,
That is hilarious.
Oh my goodness. If you had some advice for anybody that's like kind of coming behind you in entrepreneurship and relationships, parenting, whatever, what would it be?
So advice for coming behind me?
Yeah.
For entrepreneurship, believe. You got to believe in, before you take that step, you got to believe in whatever it is 100%. You have to believe in it. You have to be, and the reason I say that is because time's going to get tough. And then if you don't believe in it, you're going to be like, "Man, I'm going to go do something else."
Right.
So you have to you have to believe, man. You have to believe in your product or service. On top of that, for me, what grew my brand so fast is I'm definitely an extrovert. People know. I have no problem with talking to people. I can talk for hours. I have no problem with talking to new people.
Okay.
And I'm very, very confident. So I would just say networking. Networking is super important.
Okay.
Networking is super important. I've been in buildings where I've met people that have been in places where I never thought you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So networking is very important. That comes after believing, and you gotta be ready to work hard. You gotta be ready to do something every single day. Like there ain't no days off. So, entrepreneurship is not a job; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Period. Like there's like I'm such an entrepreneur. I don't take no days off because if I take a day off, I feel like I wasted a day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get to it.
What do you tell the people who think that being their own boss, running their own business means that they can relax? Because I think that's the common misunderstanding. That
I don't want a boss. I want to be my
I
own
want to be
boss.
my own boss. I want to get up when I want to get up. I want to work when I feel like working. But
you're gonna be broke.
You're gonna be broke.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what I'm saying? When you have a job and you work somewhere and you have benefits and all that you only are responsible for your job, what you have to do in front of your computer screen or whatever it may be.
Right.
Right. When you are an entrepreneur, you are the janitor, you're the principal, you're the teacher, you're the student.
All of it.
You know what I'm saying? And so you carry all the weight, all the responsibilities on you. If you don't work, then you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? My motto is hustle or starve. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's how I've always been, man. Hustle or starve, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how I live. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, realistically, you're gonna be doing more work than you would if you had a job.
It's
way more.
harder being an entrepreneur than it is working for someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
And then finding people who are actually good workers. That's even harder.
Yeah.
Or people who see your vision. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
Do you still do all your own hiring, or do you have a team of people that you trust to put into positions that, for example, like if someone was taking care of your schedule for booking cuts, would you have someone take care of that for you, or would you hire someone for that?
Nah, yeah, I do all that myself. I'm my own booking agent. I book my events out of town. I book my haircuts. I went on an 11-city tour in 2021. I was in a different city every month. Jackson, Mississippi, ATL, Dallas, Houston. Yeah, I was everywhere.
Ooh.
And 11-city tour, I was the booking agent. I booked every event. I booked the hotels. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a one-man shop? Like, do you have staff?
Yeah, I do. Okay. My business partner, Natalia Riley, which is she is a marketing major.
Okay.
She graduated from BSU, so she's the best at what she does. When people see me hustling in the streets, that's how cold she is in the office. She's in the office. She's
nice.
I'll send her some pictures. They'll be on the website in 30 seconds.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. She does banners. She does business cards. She handles all our credit cards and the payment times when they come. She's basically Natalia does everything. So all I gotta do is worry about hustling.
She's administration.
Yeah.
Yep.
She does everything in the office. She's answering emails. She's okay, but look, you gotta do this by this time. She's signing my name. She's doing everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's
we
cool
don't
that
say
you
that.
have level of trust, but that's a level of trust.
Right, no,
to
that's
have
facts.
someone to be comfortable with them signing off on your behalf.
No, that's
facts. But Natalia is my best friend in life too. She's not only my business partner, but she's like my life coach.
Yeah.
She's my good angel. She's my good conscience, and she always leads me in the right direction. She's taught me a lot about business. I've taught her a lot about the streets. And now that we've combined, Voltron.
Yeah.
With these powers combined.
And she works a regular job right now.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it was just.
Yeah, she works a regular job at DocuMart, which is like, and they do print all our stickers and everything. So
that's a perfect connection right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it all worked out, and she's just she works just as hard as me, if not more. You know what I'm saying? With her job, she makes sure Black Mannequin stuff is always done. She's an auntie to my daughter and my son, and she does everything she can. So she knows, she's like, you're good at hustling. I'm gonna do everything else.
I love that.
That's a good connection piece. I love it. Where can people find you?
Man, you can find me. I'm at District every week, popping up. You know what I'm saying? theblackmannequin.com online always. We do local delivery every day for clothes and CMOS jail. Portland, Beaverton, Vancouver area. I'm pulling up on your doorstep. And then, like I said, I do like 10 to 15 events a month.
Okay.
But besides that, like I said, either you can see me outside in a group setting, or I can pull up to your doorstep and you can shake my hand. However, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. But that's how I hustle, man. I gotta get straight to it.
I love it. And what about on social media?
Social media, the real Black Mannequin on IG. Also Mannequin Cuts, my barbershop page. Once my CMOS boom up, I'm gonna start a page for that too. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the social network's been kind of shadow banning when you post that. So I'm gonna just wait.
Gotcha.
But Yeah, and then of course, like
I'm cracking up though, because I told him the other day I had been tagging the wrong Black Mannequin page. Whenever I like wear an outfit, I be
Black Mannequin
tagging
Fit.
it.
You was
Yeah,
tagging Easy McCoy.
because I thought it was like, I was like, oh, Black Mannequin Fit, like your outfit. So I was like, yeah, click. And I was like, I'm tagging the hell out of this man. And I was like,
That's my guy though. That's my guy Easy. So it's all good.
I was like, bro, he taking all the credit for all these outfits.
Black
and stuff.
Mannequin Fit, basically on his Black Mannequin Fit page, he's doing exercises
Right.
on the whole page, but just in Black Mannequin, different Black Mannequin.
Yeah. I was like, I was cracking up because I was tagging that man for like a good year.
He didn't say nothing either.
No, he didn't.
Didn't say nothing. He's like, thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nick B, tell him about these drinks that are in front of you.
Okay, so we have actually been sipping on these crafted cocktails.
Yes, from Nebula 9.
Nebula 9, and they're amazing. They are 4 times distilled.
Yes.
They are made with agave sugars and all natural fruit flavors, and they also have apple cider vinegar in them.
Yes.
So basically, this vodka here, which also 2 shots in each can.
Yep.
It's good for your digestive health. If you want to rock out on some vodka but be healthy about it,
Throw some sea
right
moss
here,
gel in there.
right there you go.
Listen, you can check them out at nebula9vodka.com, and that's the number 9, or Nebula 9 Vodka on all social media platforms. They are our sponsor this season, so shout out to them. We thank you.
Yes.
Because we've been getting lit all season. I love it. And you can check out our recipe videos that we've been posting.
Yes.
So make sure you look at those. Tons of custom curated drinks that we've made, or we didn't make them, but
We didn't make, but we have 2 named after us.
We do, the Dirty 9 and the Summer Fling.
God dang it.
She's getting flung.
Oh, getting
But other than that, Nick B, where can they find you?
So I can be found on all platforms of Dirty Roses Podcast. May that be our actual website, our Instagram, our Facebook, our TikTok. But if you want to reach me specifically, I can be found on Instagram at NickB_NickB, and that's Nick with a K. Miss LaRie, where can we find you?
Yes, you can find me in the streets wearing Black Mannequin, okay? No, I actually do have a lot of Black Mannequin. I rocks with him for real. We got the Harlem, the Mannequin Nights.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Mannequin Dealer, which looks like Michael Jackson Thriller. You got some dope ass shirts, so I ain't gonna lie.
Mannequin to Society coming next.
Ooh, I need that.
Yeah.
I need that for
That'll
real.
be a couple weeks.
That's dope. But you can find me on social media. It's Leigh LaRie, LeighlaRie, and of course, DirtyRosesPodcast.com. Dirty Roses Podcast on all social medias, YouTube, and on every single streaming platform that you can think of. Make sure y'all tune in and listen, and y'all catch us next time. Bye. Bye.
Guess what, Rose Buddies? We are thrilled to introduce our new sponsorship packages. Be sure to hit us up at DirtyRosesPodcast.com to inquire how we can showcase your brand on our platforms.